a specialist.
We have Ascent.
I don't disagree. So it's going to be tough. But hey.
We have Jet. We have KO. And we have Sky difference. We have Sova. We have Sova. We have Astra. We have Astra. And we have Cypher. We have Cypher. So the only difference here, my monitor just went dark. Like the colors just, what the fuck? But not on the second monitor, so it's just the monitor. What the fuck? Wait. Just unplugged the cable and plugged it again. Okay, it fixed. Maybe I have to change the cable. Anyway. So the thing is here is that the difference between KO and Sky is pretty big. Not gonna lie. Because KO is able to shut down the drone, right? Shut down the Tiger, shut down an entire Nats. Like, you guys remember when I play KO or play against KO on ranked? I always tell the ciphers to, if there's an ultimate from KO ready, put your setup on A, but play B. Put your setup on B, but play A. Right? And that would apply here as well, just because of KO. But we'll see how it's going to be played. And also, Nats have to be really creative with his positioning to not get tagged by the dagger. Because that, if ever Nats gets tagged by the dagger, they're going to just fucking wobble stomp him. I don't even know if that's a word. I just made it up. So they're just going to like cascade on the side. You know? We'll see. Yo, but just babe.
They've made it this far.
I didn't watch it as well.
In the quarterfinals here at Champions. You don't get easy opponents. That's as simple as it is. So let's dive.
So Gambit on attack first. No one is controlling A short, and Sova is just using. Fox is just used his recon arrow for A main. He knows there's no one there. Oh wow.
Up towards middle here, and actually potential for scary to fall. Cruz will at the same
nice try.
See, of course, Gambit on the attack.
Nice fucking try. Holy shit, what a good attempt by Gambit. So they stun Pizza, they smoke off this, and they check both angles of utility just from the Astra, man. Look at the impact from Astra, and she's not even there. She's here. So she is not. She is enabling free players to push mid because of that. That is tough, man. And then you're getting flashed. Def already like dashed in. Like that is so well played. So well played.
Not messing around at all, but Sushi Boys runs too.
Oh, if only he got that third, that could have been really quite something.
I mean, Sushi Boys just bailed out. 2v1, but it could have been already done. If Sushi Boys only gets 1 or 0, they lost, right? But he gets 2, and he gives a fighting chance for X10. Okay. And he has 5 seconds to arrow. Has 2 seconds to arrow.
I don't think Foxy saw the tip of that pistol then. Oh, this timing is just unbearable to work around. Foxy just trying to... Oh, no!
No!
Foxy, what? Okay, I guess that's one way to do it. Foxy, you're a madman. Yeah, just enjoy that for a second. Defuse is all yours.
That's so tough as well. Def has to smoke himself off. Then there's a shock dart that comes through. At that point, he has to commit to holding the other, right?
He hears the steps, man.
I swear, it's like they don't know when they're done.
Beautifully done there by Foxy, but against Sushi Boys, finding 2 crucial kills.
Yeah, but as Hypox said, without Sushi getting 2 kills here, they lose this pistol round. They lose this pistol round, man.
Some tough decisions for Defo to make in that 1v1, unfortunately. Leads to his demise. Right here. Again, another quick piece, a similar setup actually initially from Gambit, and they're straight up mid once again.
How do I hide chat? Just make a full screen.
If you're going to tell me Gambit going fast straight up the guts, they're not backing away, they're not playing their passive.
Wait, Gambit didn't force. Oh, that is interesting.
Piece, a similar setup actually.
They make the exact same setup like on pistol round. Gambit does exactly the same strat. But X10 adapted. They don't play anymore there.
If you're going to tell me Gambit going fast straight up the guts, they're not backing away, they're not playing their passive approach they normally have. They are absolutely trying to just tear into this. Now, keep in mind, this is Frenzies and Classics and maybe a Ghost or two for good measure. So it shouldn't account to too much.
Spike down B.
Foxy should be able to clean up last as he does too.
Hey.
I'm really surprised that I think Gambit is the first team that I have seen so far in VOD reviews that do not force again after a plant on pistol round.
See actually what the knock-on effect is there. See a little look there from Gambit again. I think maybe just dismissing that round, almost want to get out of the way, see what they can achieve. And
Different setup from Gambit now with the full buy. They play a little bit more reserved, I think. Yeah, they just wait. They do the Tiger. They have that one player checked. Did it deal damage? No.
Sprays him wildly, but look who's going to try and chase this down. It's Patty with a bouncer! Catches Chronicle on the top side of mid, and now there's 4 alive. And look at this play coming out from. He's still going to just keep going.
He just pushed so aggressively, man.
Well, that's not bad at all. Good little upgrade for him. Foxy with the right timing, predicting it well, sprays in again, hoping for something to happen, and it just doesn't. Defo quiets him quickly, and the site is theirs.
But you can see how much impact has a jet that dashes into a smoke, right?
had a good understanding of.
Spike planted.
Still a Foxy last to hold down again with this purchase
And a team that actually follows her.
drag through. X10 just looking to keep it honest, I say. See already Patty and Cruz setting up to play for some exits here. Actually, got to be careful here because Scary, I think, going to try and hold them here if they do opt to
Zakubaz.
exit through spawn. Master actually doesn't catch Scary, so diligent here with the utility, uses the cage there just to negate any of that pressure, and actually Gambit will have a block way inside of because of the spike plant and the position.
What?
Try and get in there and find an exit.
What the fuck?
Nice to see. And I do want to highlight this again. I have to go back and look at these first couple of rounds.
Yeah, it is
now,
smart
this is
safe.
a little bit more towards a tradition of what we'd expect from Gambit.
I mean, safe. It's not safe. It's just.
The pace change is pretty notable here. Now, be it just because of its X10.
They just knew that they don't want to push into exit kills. That's about it.
I want to see if this continues or if this is merely how they wanted to play out a couple of rounds.
I think in rounds like that as well, on X10 side, it's almost going to feel like
Nats fucked up at Cypher Cage? What happened? I think he body blocked himself on Stratos.
I think in rounds like that as well, on X10
Oh, that's
side,
unlucky.
It's almost going to feel like we roll the dice, we spin the wheel.
They save one rifle and Patty gets more money? Oh, you mean... Sorry, then I missed it. Wait, give me a sec. Let me check it. Let me check it. Still kind of weird that he just didn't drop the gun and then killed himself. Or what would the... What would just Cruz? Oh, he has 50 HP. Patty has no cash. But still, like, he should have just dropped the gun to Cruz and then kill himself, right?
Look at this. That's straight down towards bottom mid here. No pressure on the side, but again, it's only one member really holding on to A site here, and that's Sushi Boys inside tree.
Probably made a late decision. Yeah, probably.
From, that's not where that was meant to go.
How do you feel about the team that ran a Rain on Icebox and beat Fanatics? Still a bad pick? Yes. It doesn't... Guys, there's really no connection. Like, we will deep dive into that later, but really Rain is a just terrible choice for a professional team to play with.
The thing that's just scared me, though, is that Foxy just got that kill on Redgar, who was literally sat to catch that. They're doubling down on this too. There's a lean back over. I'm looking at this because this is where the spike is.
Yeah.
If there was to be another pick of a frag there, that could be a completely different look, even with that intention shown towards A. It could account to absolutely nothing. This could all be a bit of a bait to try and draw the attention back here, like, hey, ignore that maybe you saw a player and hopefully not the spike. But Foxy isn't falling away from this. He's still just kind of jiggle peeking that corner, trying to get that information. There it is.
30 seconds left.
Confirmation too, even goes for a second. That's pretty bold. He does have support there, and wait, he takes the fight too.
Down B.
Man is feeling a little frisky today.
I don't know, man.
4v3 favorable towards X10.
He peeked because of a flash from Fox?
There it is.
Why is he peeking this?
Confirmation too, even goes for a second.
There's a flash being used by Cruz? Yeah, there is a flash being used by Cruz. He's using it from CT for Fox. This is why he's peeking.
30 seconds left.
Confirmation too, even goes for a second. That's pretty bold. He does have support.
But the thing is, they played anti-flash, so I don't know. I don't like this. I really don't like those type of fights because it's very easy to get 1-for-1, and this is not good for defense.
Favorable towards X10 Cruz again. These boys are brave to be peeking out like this. He's on an island, and now let's see if Nats can catch that flank.
And look at the amount of time. Fuck. Look, I really dislike this. It's 22 seconds, 27 seconds, right? And they're 5v4. There's not enough time. Cruz could just use his fragment on entrance to buy time for that execute, right? Fox has one shock dart to also delay the push. And they take a risky peek. Like, this is like... This is how X10 play. Like, I don't feel like they think about the macro too much. They only think about the first initial plan, and then we don't know what's happening after that. That's the thing that they really, really need to think about. Because they had a lot of util, man. They had a lot of util to play time. Yeah, and see? And instead, now it's 3v3, but it was 4v4, 5v4. They could have been full fucking retake, man, and they just play time. I don't know, man.
Puts himself on the line. There's Nats making his appearance. He knows there's one more. He's 100% assured. He's just going to sit this down. He finally gets off it. Nats drawn in. Has to now pay attention. Gets one turns.
I really don't like this. I really don't like this. I really don't like this from X10. What is that rotation looking like? Like there's no way that this is a fake, right? It's 20 seconds on the clock, and there's 2 players in B main from 4 players. There's no way this is a fake. So the moment that this guy dies, those 3 players, they all should go together here, like full run. Full run, be aware that someone can be mid, and then still do a full retake with 3 people from CT. Like, and let's pay attention to what is X10 doing right after this, okay? Because this round, 100%, those 3 players, full speed run towards CT.
He takes the fight too. Man is feeling a little frisky today.
Nah, man, this is not it. This is not it, Paddy. This is really not it. Look. Why are you waiting on A? There are 2 traps here. No one is doing anything. Patty staying on A is losing them the round. I mean, not only that, but it's a combination of factors. Peaking at 25 seconds makes no sense at all. Here, this is the first step to losing the round. Right? Then the outcome of this is Cruz playing alone on site. Another factor that loses them the round. Then it's a 2v1, 2v2 on a retake with 2 players on islands. But this actually player has a specific goal, but this one doesn't. This one is a lurker that gets the control. This one is just absent. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't understand what is happening here.
Get around the back of them as the site is now under control. Nats can call this out. He knows 2 players are going to be...
Look at Patty. They're planting. 20 seconds passed, and in 20 seconds, Patty moved here. In 20 seconds. This is really not good. This is really not good.
Right? Yeah. No Gambit in these slower rounds. Just look for map.
They're aware of Nats because Nats is likely to look. It doesn't matter if... Fuck my life, guys. This is just excusing yourself. Oh, I made a bad play, but Nats could have been here. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if Nats is somewhere on the map. because you avoid him. Okay? Look, there's a trap here. There's a trap here. He cannot go through this. This is why I'm saying that if you do a rotation, I literally explained that. What the fuck, guys? There are 3 players that go together from CT, and the only thing that I have to be aware of is mid. That's it. The only thing that you have to be aware of, which means check it, but not check it. Just don't go into it. You play a retake with numbers and ignore this area, but be aware of it. Like, it's very simple. You don't have to, like, you can counter the lurker by not giving him the chance to make value. By doing this by staying on A side here by Patty, you give the value to the lurker when he shouldn't have it. And this is like a macro problem.
Down on that map control. They look for Storm through the.
Now have low buy on X10. Gambit is playing very split. 1-1-3. This is pretty awkward. This is very awkward.
With perfect connection. Sushi Boy's on the other side. Got Scary by his side as well. They know the mid control. He tries to turn and just chase down the jet, and he's done it. Sushi Boy's great work there. Now the ult's going to be an issue. He can't get away from it. Chronicle going to do well in this regard.
And that's, I don't know, man.
Look what remains. Yes, Patty got the upgrade, but the others two are a little less than ideal.
I really dislike what I'm seeing on those votes in general. A lot of teams like lose so much value against eco buys because they play like it against a full buy.
A sheriff and a marshal. This ain't the Old West. Chronicle gonna catch the cross. He's gonna be fine now. Door gets shut, and in the
prioritize winning round together as a team than killing a lurker. Yes, I mean if you play against a lurker when you don't have to, then he's already winning that lurker.
Post plant we go. Seekers, I think, just got invested. They did, and it does give away where Patty is. Shados deals with it well, and we're down to 1. This is the Gambit that is hard to break through, but Foxy, he finds a step. Wait,
no way.
Foxy? They're just doing the dance on the site. This is madness. Foxy needs to keep composed here. Chronicle's just trying to play the time. Play and roll the dice!
Foxy.
And Foxy's outdone him!
The absolute goal on this man to pull the owl drone in that scenario, commit to the tag.
Happens in CSGO as well. People getting too caught up in lurks that don't matter.
Really worried. But the reposition there actually favored him. It gave him just a little opportunity to find that.
I have to say, there is something about watching X10 that they play sometimes the lowest odd percentage, it looks like, and they win it out. Like, I don't know how to explain. Look at this. He comes in with a sheriff. I'm like, all right, perfectly safe team to look at, right? They win the...
Okay, what do I have here? Shadows and the low buy. No impactful ultimates. Even though, that's so funny. Gambit has 3 ultimates, but they don't really matter. Right? Like, I wonder, I don't think that Nats will ever change to a chamber because Nats just uses the cyber cages too much. Like, he just uses the cyber cages just so well that I don't think he will swap to chamber. But the problem is, like, this ultimate is just so fucking useless most of the time. And then you have this ultimate, which is also, like, kind of low impact, but sometimes high impact. Depends on the context, but it's definitely, like not the best, right? And then you have an 8th charger that you don't get much. And that, in this case, the only impactful ultimate, like, to initiate is this one. And this one is used to build up economy, and that's about it. So even though they have 3 ultimates, those 2 are meaningless. And the only one that is actually putting any kind of impact will be this one. So they should try to, like, convert it.
What rounds they're meant to.
Hello, Matsi. If you notice a new Euro remake, your ult will be 7 points. You never know if this is like the end state, so...
But this is such an interesting matchup. 3-2 scoreline. And this puts it right back into Gambit's court, saying, okay, well...
The thing is, you can't really play against Cypher ult, and his info is super useful. But the thing is, he's not proactive. You need to think about ultimates in a very simple way. On an attack side, right? When you're an attacker, you have ults that are proactive and reactive. Proactive ult. Showstopper. I mean, so, okay, let me do it this way. Raze, Brimstone, Sky, KO, Sova. Those are examples of proactive ults. And then you have reactive ults. Sage, Cypher. What else do we have? Sage, Cypher. Astro is proactive. Killjoy is proactive as well. Am I missing something? Are those only two? Oh, Reyna is in her own category. And the category is called shit. Viper is reactive. And proactive if you already have control. Like, Viper's only proactive if you already have control on attack. Like, only then. If you already like are very deep and you have map control. This is where Viper is proactive. But it's not like an initiation tool. You know? Breach is proactive, but reactive? Am I missing something? Wait. Let us go through. So, wait. So proactive, proactive, proactive. This is its own, like, I would say this is like a different category for like E, but also /P. So economy, but also proactive, and economy also kind of proactive, but not exactly. This is reactive, proactive, proactive. I mean, proactive, but kind of shit. Very proactive, proactive, shit. Reactive, proactive, proactive, reactive /proactive, depends on the situation, and proactive. It's actually kind of funny how only Sage and Cypher are pure reactive ults. And because of that, they're pretty bad. Because of that, I really dislike them in general, because you always have an upper hand if you can be proactive. By being reactive, you make yourself vulnerable to the opponent's first move because you are reacting to something. By being proactive, you have more control.
Well, look, we've dealt with you now. What else do you have for us?
And the same questions arise. I think in my mind, it's can X10 keep up this level of pressure, particularly
like. I really don't think that Sage ult is good. It would have been broken at 6 because it would be too easy to build up economy and have an impact. But at 8 is really a bad ultimate.
Early round. Obviously, Patty a key component in that regard. Much slower on both sides actually here. Nats drift into a similar position as the previous. Defo now, and again Foxy again. Once there's no real pressure here through B main. X10 are always curious.
Wait, did we just see Cruz use his dagger for no reason at all? Oh, I hate this. Oh, I really dislike this. So the main reason why would I play KO against this lineup is because he can counter the Tiger and counter the drone, and like they already use the Tiger to gain control of mid a little bit, right? So if you save this dagger, that means that he should save this dagger for the second coming, which is most likely the Sova drone, right?
To explore.
So I kind of dislike this.
And hey, I like it on at least one side of the map, right? Like, I feel like as Gambit have kind of demonstrated, they really do want that mid control as kind of a high priority.
and they go A. It's also kind of weird. But they did that setup before even, right? So they had mid control, but they don't want to push into B. Defo has this spike. They already have control of A. They closed. Okay, so they closed the door on market. This is why it pushes them off towards short. Okay, this is what happens.
Kind of demonstrates they really do want that mid control as kind of a high priority. I do not mind the extremities being something that then gets answered back by X10. Keep some of the map in your favor.
But they didn't destroy the traps, so there's still a trap on short. X10 is rotating into like a retake B scenario because they only control like, you know, this is the angle that they control. So this is like a very adaptive approach from X10 here to this round.
There's still obviously that player on the site, and I'm looking at potentially Patty going walkabouts in middle. No, he's going to tuck himself towards market. Has to stay patient now.
30 seconds left.
Again, just dealing with the spy cam has drawn an extra body on the side of X10 towards A site, so
they push off Garden. There's the Astro Wall. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. They don't have a lot of util to use. They have Chronicle with the arrow. They use so much util so far in this round. There's only 20 seconds left, man. And right now, they use the dagger to check on Garden. So Defo is the only one with util, and he's not okay. So now he goes in, but they have no clue what's going on the side. So he just dashes into the smoke. They kill the generator guy through the smoke from Nats. Nats will just use the ult now, right? No, Nats just died. Okay. Patty gets a kill by the lurk from mid. Like, he hears so much. Look at Patty's position on market. He hears the movement on short. So he's certain, and like, this is the thing. It's only 20 seconds left. There's no one coming B. When you hear multiple steps on short, this guy can fully rotate. This guy can take a flank.
That's probably going to confirm things here. Cosmic Divide will go up. Shados will open things up here onto site.
Yeah,
good luck, Lul.
Side of the head. Nats is going to fall to it, but it's Patty just making a show out of this one.
Yeah, good luck planting with 6 seconds.
The odds, I don't know how they do this time and time again. And Shados,
so this is not a this is just plain out thrown by Gambit. This is still winnable, but because of the amount of time that they left for themselves, they don't have an option. They only leave one option to do. With 20 seconds on the clock, they can only fully push here, and if the spike just dies, they lost everything. So this is just X10 exploiting Gambit's weakness right now.
And again, just one kill. One kill will change that, and it's the spike being dropped in the open there. Patty.
Not gonna lie, these VOD reviews have done wonders to help me better training, rune crafting, and what is OSRS?
Patty again, they feel a lack of presence on the side of Gambit, and again, they have to wait for the Cosmic Divide as well. At that point, X10 don't even need to peek. You can see Patty demonstrating
old school RuneScape. Oh shit! Okay.
Another kill.
From what I hear, like, old school RuneScape is very fucking hardcore. Like, I mean, hardcore audience. It has a hardcore committed audience to it. A little bit of an awkward pathing. Yeah, I don't understand this. There's a big hesitance coming from. Look at the minimap. This is a low buy. This is where going with Defo is the right play. And look at the minimap, how Sova and Shadows, so Chronicle and Shadows will move. They destroyed the recon arrow, but they both stopped. With pistols, I feel like you there needs to be a clear clear difference, like clear like distinction who is doing what. There could be still a lot of min-maxing, but this is me being very nitpicky, right? This is me being very nitpicky. Also, this is super hilarious that Gambit just dashed over Sushi, right? I wonder if he spotted him. Like, I have no clue what's going on over here.
Quickly towards market. No one around this time, but it's Sushi Boys waiting on the other side of this. Just gonna spray in.
I think he just ignored everything. Just dashed over traps. Doesn't give a fuck. Gets countered by Cruz. Cruz just popped in his ult to just counter the Defos ult, and that's it. Max my RuneScape free account after 15 years. Working on my old school account on the site for now while studying. I see.
Yeah, here looking for Gambit, maybe an adaptation here at least. Again, mid's not working for them. X10 are leaning so far away from it. And again, countering that kind of lack of presence by, like you said, focusing on...
Can Cypher cam hear footsteps? Yes.
You know,
it's like an actual player, but you just cannot do anything apart from tagging people. Watching these VODs while aiming is training, training is the best. If I'm not live and you want to have some background noise, just check out !VOD reviews. You have over 50 hours of content there.
Lobby. Explore mid a little bit. We'll have to see.
Look at the
this time he had to push though through A main. Look at this.
Okay, Cruz. X10 is just taking the aggressive stance and leaving Patty now alone, I think. No, they just go back. But they didn't destroy the trap. Like, this is... Imagine they destroy the traps here, right? We've been so big.
I think it's Foxy's who's leaning back towards CT. Yeah, he is. As Nat's going to put up a little bit of utility towards middle. But again, this just keeps Gambit being pushed away from comfort. They somewhat dismantle the default. This is very impressive from X10. As Patty now going to be the one to be the center of attention towards short. Oh, and the timing. Good.
Perfect way of ignoring the drone. Where's the flash coming from?
As Patty now going to be the one to be the...
Oh my god, it's the flash from Shadows! Nats get fucked by Shadows because he blinds the drone, dude. Oh, that's unlucky, man. That is really unfortunate. It's a team flash, bro. Wait, then he eats his own flash. Then Cruz just blinds Patty.
Oh, and the timing could not have been better. Catches Nat predisposed the flash, he eats it, but there's no one to follow it up.
Yeah, with Spike. This side again, I think X10 with a decent read. You can see already the road.
See this shit? See this shit? This is something that we have never seen Yampi do. And it's one of the most basic things that is so effective on this map. And we have never seen this happen from Team Liquid.
Insane work coming out from X10. Yes, Chronicle's still alive, but only for so long. Sushi Boys is still doing damage. This is incredible from X10.
But the thing is, there's no follow-up. And there's like already lost map control. Like, this is a great move if you have more players pushing on site. But right now, Defo is like detached from the other team. Like, look. 2 players, mid-market. 1 player B main that is being left out. Like, this is a good dash, but it's not a good dash in this situation because there's no one to follow it up and he doesn't do anything. Here, if you want to be an effective jet, right? Look. You have your teammates here. So your job is, because you cannot be traded, you need to wait for those players to actually now push this. So if I would have been this jet, I would have smoked off here and just try to take like a wide angle or something. Just play time. They know you're on site. So you put a lot of pressure on the defense. But if you die, then you're fucked as a team.
Defo gets right onto site immediately though. Sushi Boys will win out though.
Yeah, this is insane work coming out from X10. Yes, Chronicle's still alive, but only for so long. Sushi Boys is still doing damage.
Immediately side again.
To follow it up.
Yeah, with Spike.
I never actually seen this trip being used. Pretty nice. I mean, it doesn't change much. Does it change much? Actually, it does change much. I mean, you can crouch here, but in high-speed scenarios, this doesn't matter. But this is very good. Because this, typically when you see a trap, the trap is here, connects to here, like this. But in this case, you cover also the entrance to both, because this is a very nice trap. This is a very nice trap.
Mike.
Very, very, very nice trap. If you are Cypher, you should be using this. This is very nice.
Through the scenes, everyone knows it. And I've got to say,
It connects to...
coming out from
Right onto site immediately.
but there's no
It connects to this plank. It connects to this plank. I'm guessing it's being put here. Like this is the spot where you put it.
Now it is only 6-2. This can drastically change going forward, but the bare minimum, we know this is going to be a weaker buy coming out from Gambit.
Exploit. Oh, that's not an exploit.
Marshall. A couple of sheriffs as well across the board here, but Foxy will wait out the initial utility, respond with an owl drone. Shadows actually finds an open onto Cruz, but Patty
Quick trade.
quick to find a response.
And I like the way he's juggling the rifle away, so he's making it harder for them to maybe recover that and try and work from it. You can just
I agree with Pansy.
He wants to bring it back to an area that's not going to be
He
so
just puts away the gun further away from the opponent so they don't get it.
Yeah, and Spike not committed on the side of Gambit. They're just going to try and find another.
In low rank, no one dashes the button.
Slow around once again.
It's still helpful. Doesn't matter if it covers a dash to button. It just covers that angle as well.
From X10. Yeah, and let's look at what Gambit have got. Yes, they've got control towards market.
How do I play KO effectively? Do you have a guide? No, I didn't record a guide for KO, my friend. I did play it someone ranked with KO, but I didn't play him much, so I don't have anything recorded.
Traps for Gambit to, again in the late round, we know that Gambit, that's when they switch up the pace.
But in 2022, you can expect me to play a lot of Yoru.
Getting to that time. There's the first key piece of information now garnered. Can they find a
Shock dart to destroy the traps, by the way. Very nice.
Patty is closing the gap and he's actually just fed.
What the fuck is happening?
That's completely on that. Oh, this is all falling to pieces. 10 seconds now. What has just happened? Can they find? There's the first
It's 4v4, 3 sheriffs.
key piece of information now garnered. Can they
Patty just dashed in onto market.
find a way to
And he just peeks. Oh. So, this is a very good example. Look. Patty is over eager. He's like, need to go. Patty has only two like gears. Either full gear or reverse. Like he loses one round because he's on a reverse and he moves for 20 seconds like this, right? On that retake. But here, the retake is not even happening. And he's already like dashing in and trying to take market. But the thing is, look, when you're a player in his position here, right? Pay attention. Pay attention to the minimap right here. He's on short. There's 20 seconds left. Right? There's 20 seconds left. But there's no one here in this yellow triangle. This yellow triangle is the line that has to be crossed for an actual execute to be done. Right? And pay attention to where Patty is trying to make an impact. Now, he literally goes in, telegraphs what he wants to do, and gets killed by Nats because of that. Look. But there's no actual execute. Now, imagine what happens, right? Imagine what happens if he just stands here, doesn't use the dash, or even if he uses the dash, doesn't matter. He just stands here after using the dash. He puts pressure on the people on market, and on the people on B main also know that there's someone market now, but they still need to go side. Right? They still need to go side. So once those people cross this line, this is where Patty should peak. And there's a high chance that Gambit cannot really go into the side. They have to go with 3 people onto side, not with 4, right? and Patty has a pressure on the pincer movement, and Nats will probably still hold him, but at least it buys more time with 19 seconds on the clock. And that is like a big mistake. That arrow on Sushi Boy is very unlucky. But yeah. But this is all falling apart because of that peek from Patty first. When it's only like 15 seconds left, man.
10 seconds now.
It's and again, it's something that we go over and over again. Lack of patience, or lack of patience, or too much, or actually too much patience. Like the decision making is very. There's a stark contrast, two spectrums. That not a single one of them is good in that specific scenario.
Gambit.
Maybe just miscommunication. It doesn't matter if it's like communication or not, because your teammates are not. They do not have contact. You should play contact. That's it. What's your opinion on running Cypher versus Killjoy on Ascent? Or if you mentioned already, it's preference, and I mean the difference between Cypher allows more lurks. That's it. So for Nats, that's the biggest difference. But the problem is Cypher has a shitty ultimate when you consider like the other options.
And X10 playing much deeper. You can see the double stack, pretty deep on A site.
Destroys the Tiger before the trap is being destroyed. Also pretty cool. I like the fact that Defo is not destroying the trap. Someone else does it for him. So they don't know that there's someone close already because they hear the shots from like bottom mid.
Checklist dealing with some of the Cypher utility.
Defo. That shot was crisp. That's what they've wanted. That first pick. Now they can start trying to pull these rotations, potentially get them out of sorts. That's a dreamy start. The Gambit side. And they pause for thought, see if anyone's going to get a little over-aggressive, try and even this back up. But X10, they do seem to have composure, and let's see if they can keep that in check.
I've got your trail.
He's Foxy now. Again, he knows there's going to be a player tucked outside B-Lob.
That's a typical Gambit position, by the way.
With how many went towards A site, Gambit. He's trying to swing all the way through market.
He has to fall off from this. Keep a little bit of presence towards CT, but you don't want to risk it. The rotations aren't anywhere nearby. Nothing much to report either. Not too much chip damage. And again, Gambit, that one pick and the back of the Seekers as well coming out is everything you dream of. Now, can anything deny this? For now, not really. Actually, I think they're just going to be forced so far.
Interesting position to plant.
Perfectly by Gambit.
A man advantage, but again, it's going to take a lot.
Kind of bad position to plant. But he wanted to be semi-safe, so I guess it makes sense.
Confirm, but again, no real.
And it's not the position to be like targeted by lineups, so.
Oh. Gonna play that so well. And it's all looking great for Gambit here. Just keeping that back line, sitting super deep, not allowing any quick picks, any easy frags. Yeah, Scary finds one, but it's all tradable. And it's all Gambit. Find
with it now. And the almost 20-second the back of.
But the issue is Gambit.
Can you defuse the plant from backside? Yes, you can.
Yeah. Again, anticipating that switch up.
But no one will be backside in that situation anyway.
But that's the.
That was all of Gambit was playing side, so it doesn't matter.
You know, it gives all that.
So Gambit uses the Astra's gravity well to take control of A side, A entrance early. There's a lot of smokes from both sides here. It's kind of funny. And they checked with the dagger now. Oh, 17 HP on Nats. Oof. That destroyed the arrow.
Put himself in a pretty brave angle. Gets himself out of danger, but it's Foxy to open up the account towards Chronicle.
That's a really early rotation comes out.
Oh, that
bodies on the line here from X10.
What a flash through the smoke.
And look, this is Gambit's smoke, and it's pretty fucking bad. This is Gambit's smoke, right? Let me check. Yeah, this is Gambit's smoke. And this is literally what it allows. You guys seeing this shit, right? Look. Look at the smoke. How big the leak is. And look,
open up the account towards Chron.
Look what it allows. It allows the player to put the flash in front of the smoke, right? Because it leaks onto the rafters. So it allows crews to actually do this pop flash, right? And now, because of that, Patty gets a kill. Because he's not exposed to the flash himself. He could have even played that a little bit better. And exposed that even more. And they have a wide swing that no one is prepared against. And they're in the middle of the rafters now. Like, it's literally... This smoke literally helped them to achieve this situation.
Oh, bodies on the line here from X10.
What a flash through the smoke. The little underhand gives them at least a fair fight and the timing worked out, but it's a 3v2. Divide goes up and Scary gonna put himself on the line here. Body on the line. And he wins it, looking for the follow-up, gets it. That's X10 right back in this one now.
It's absolutely beautiful. Again, on the back of just the owl drone.
It's really weird to see this stuff happening from Gambit. But the thing is, maybe he wanted to use it for a gravity well, an example. And then he changed his mind. That can also be...
Trailblazer actually dealing with one of the trap wires. And
maybe he had a different plan in the first place, and then he changed his mind.
again, yes, the sacrifice being they give
But
up
it's
one
X10 who
right
exposes
there,
that, right?
It's how quickly they can respond to what Gambits show, right? They catch the last one, who is usually the first one to entry tree, right? Nats has been that entry point for Gambit a couple of times.
Now, this is where that mid adjustment, I do want to see if it gets tested. It looks like Gambit might have been looking to go
last round.
And we can see the Cruise is actually willing to take a fight on it for now. And he does have the player by his side tucked towards Pizza, but a quick adjustment up towards Cat, leaning in through short. Smoke, tree, all going to be coming on through, but you can see the setup here. They're trying to get ready for this one. And Hunter's Fury actually could be pretty big here. Patty going to get a quick frag towards Shados, but it's traded out by Nats. Now the site isn't quite under control. Yes, Defo's there, but it's tentative. It's a little cautious. Nats turns the flash, goes back in for the spray. He doesn't get it, but Defo does.
The smoke is just bad.
And now have some control on the site.
Actually, Chronicle will find another. It's just Foxy left, who was desperately trying to do some damage with the Hunter's Fury. The sacrifice being they lost sight for it. Chronicle will find the final kill, and 7-5 on the half here. Gambit actually getting a couple more.
One skill has a lower view model size, doesn't it, on Vandal? Can't remember on Vandal, but the lowest view model skin is the spline on the Phantom and Operator. That's a huge difference.
And looking definitive in the way.
Do you have any idea about the function of the flash at the start? Function of the flash on the start of the round, or what?
To what Gambit show, right? They catch the last one, who is usually the first one to entry tree, right? Nats has been that.
Yeah, I mean, the flash at the start gives info for Shadows if someone is either peeking this aggressively or standing bottom mid. It gives information about positioning from opponents. Alright, what do we have here? We have pistol round from X10, 4 players A side, 1B, slow contact play. They go into Nats, while Gambit crunches on mid and have retake on A because of Nats control. And Sova just controlled B, and he knows about Cypher, so this is actually pretty nice. Most likely, X10 is playing a lurker on that Cypher, right? So if they see this camera on B, that most likely gives an info that they're going A. And since they already like pushed on mid, look, they already pushed on mid. This is good play by Gambit. Sova knows that he has to play safe, so he's backing off. He's falling back because he knows that those players already are taking control of mid. And it's most likely free space here, so they have to like kind of make a flank.
Between the two sides, but seeing something a little weird here.
They've walked middle.
Okay.
The next 10 have walked A.
Okay, weird play by Gambit. They value crunching on the lurker first, I guess, to make a retake. Okay, so I like this as well. So what Gambit does here is they're trying to crunch on the lurker first, but oh my god. I really don't like the fact that Chronicle is now trying to fight. He needs just not to die. That's what he needs to do. He needs to buy time. And he gets this angle to have a better, like, this is just bad timing for him. I understand what he wants to do because he wants to, like, make sure, because if he's playing on side, he can allow the lurker to already, like, go here, and then those people have to run in, and they'll be known. Right now, they're not known. So he's just holding this angle to get those players as fast as possible, because right now, this Cypher has to be in this spot. Before this jet peaked, he's gonna be in this spot right here, right? So they limit those, they're like cutting angles. And I just worry that the Chronicle will be dead now, but I like the fact that they're trying to kill this player before doing the retake, because most likely they're gonna kill him with no losses, hopefully. And then those players are just keeping tabs on this A attack, and then those people just rotate, and then they make a crunch, probably like 2-3, like this. Let's see.
Spot a lot of bodies here, but
Now he cannot die. Chronicle, just nice. Nice. Very nice.
But he's going to have seen 3 players, so again, a weird bit of information, but information nonetheless. Foxy going to maybe try and re-explore a little bit, get a deeper post plant, and Shados, I think, is going to check on this.
He saw him.
Seen a little bit of this, and look at the patience.
Nice.
Is his virtue, and he works out so well towards this one. Information, I think.
And now X10 are fucked. It's 5v3, full util. Chronicle has a drone, has an arrow. Like, good luck.
But it is all 5 on the play back in. The flash going to start things off. As time going to try and be bought. There's the flash again. Paddy's going to eat a fair amount of it. Comes out of it well enough for the fight, but it's Defo from above. Cruz with 1. Shados with a trade. It's all looking golden until the end. Nats is
Nice. Well played by Gambit.
fine. Diffuse comes through, and Gambit get the first round of the second half.
and just a really, really proactive push through mid there. Again, it's almost like the stars align. 4 on A site and 4 creeping mid on the flip side.
The best way to play against an eco is 5-second players? Yes, I would say so. It's the easiest way to be effective.
It's too late in the day, right? If X10 are a little quicker to get on, potential of that kill right.
More human, and I think most people have probably leant towards that. I think it's a fair assessment. So for them, good start in the second half here. Takes a little bit of that pressure off the shoulders. Let's see if they can now define much more of this. Buy back in as well.
Fox with a sheriff, okay. Because he's buying big armor. No, he wouldn't have cash, even with small armor. Okay, for a Spectre. But they're forcing after the plant, which is the correct decision.
Actually, the only one
Just playing it slow. I don't think that will work against Gambit, but we'll see.
over towards A, and then there is 3 members of Gambit that side, but Chronicle I think only spots 1 on the back of the Aldrin.
Not a lot of util from Gambit left, though.
For the time being.
Actually, scratch that. Never mind. It's still a 3-star setup.
See, now there's lean towards B main with Foxy actually hitting this rotate.
Only Sova just uses util. That's about it.
Chronicle's not going to stick around for too long, though.
Oh, no more util for Sova, which he already used.
It actually did get red off. You're right, and now here comes the hit. Patty going to try and close the gap, and Chronicle's on the swing. He's been dealt with by Cruz.
Nice.
A quick follow-up. That is, the timing was absolute perfection.
And this is why forcing after a lost pistol round, if you plant, is so effective. Like, you have almost the same equipment. It's like a full buy versus full buy, just with different weapons, and you just overflow them. You just have massive number advantages, and you just crunch them.
Take so well, everything accounted for.
Oh, the lady who sings blue, that I remember the previous nickname, but I'm not gonna use it anymore because you changed the nickname.
This is something that we've seen teams now really getting to the swing of. If they see the potential for that force buy, they will lean into it now.
Hello, tank drop.
Yeah, I love it that they show 1 to the Aljo and the tag comes through, and it 1 come dead then.
And this is why I was surprised that Gambit didn't actually go for a force after they lost the pistol round. Seems like Gambit's rotation from A were really late. I don't think they were late. They just have no info if it's actually happening or not, and then they just get overrun. You know?
Wonder if Cruz will be enough.
Sushi Boys and Nats on the same sense today. Or
yep,
something.
it seems like it. It happens.
Nats missed that Cypher cage. Sushi Boys missed the camera.
4 play stacked towards the B site, and Nats with the Spectre left to his own device.
Isn't buying after the losing pistol a high risk, high reward type of situation? No. It's not, because the amount of cash you get for planting is just very similar to your opponents. So you play like a full buy versus full buy. This is the analogy.
Yo, lady who sings, welcome back. I need my sage roll to hide in chat. Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you much for the 7 months.
This is towards A. So let's see if they can feel out the stack and if they care for it or if they're going to try and lean away from it.
X10 is just absolutely silent right now. Not giving anything away. Again, it's actually a 4-play stack from Gambit on B side again, so they don't want to make any noise during it. Should clear out actually on the back of that as well. Going to give X10 a lot of space to work with.
Actually going to a stack. They have no clue what's going on.
About to be taken, but I'm a little scared because there is that stack in somewhat still place. So let's see if that damage can come through for Gambit. Patty going to work on in as quick as he can. It's gonna be Fox. Let's see if that damage can come through for Gambit.
Patty just pushes in through the KO grenade, and you know it's funny because it only deals 26 damage to his own teammate. 26? Let's check. Oh, we didn't see it. Fuck. 5 and 11, 16 damage. Yeah, 16 damage, even less. Yeah, it's never mind. It's quarter of 60.
They play the stack and they walk away the victors.
It makes sense. This is what I do when I play Breach as well. I will just push through my aftershock. It's only 16 damage. 26 damage is, by the way, Sova ultimate. Or 24. Thank you, Miggy. I love you too, Slade.
Again, is that something Gambit lean towards in the buy rounds, right? Is put Nats on a line on the entire lines through.
Approach with the utility as well, so
5-man stack against A, and Nats is still with that Spectre, man.
Love you to keep your eye on that, because I want to see if they try and adjust off the back of having that KO in.
This is pretty rewind. This is a pretty bad position for Defo to play. I'm actually very surprised that after this tag for the drone, he's not dashing away. I am really surprised that he's not dashing away here. Now he cannot dash away, but he's just re-peeking this? Why? Oh, what?
He's dealt with what? Sushi Boys just slices through Defo and away we go in the site and it's all there. There's information aplenty. Nothing left to the unknown.
Again, that's the sort of Defo round I was talking
I mean,
about.
Defo was baiting for Shadows, yes, but
all the way back in spawn.
I don't know, man. Like, proper bait should be I play from side and then just... The player in Wine has to take risks anyway. The way they play here... Like, this is what I dislike about locations like this. Because if they play 2 players like this, right? If they play 2 players like this... Oh, wait. Was Shadow spotted by the... I think he was spotted by the drone. Wait. Let's take a look at the minimap. Let's take a look at the minimap. Because right now he's peeking. Where is he peeking against the... Okay, never mind. He's hiding. He's hiding. He's hiding. So he's not showing himself to the drone, from what I see. He used the tiger! So they know about 2 players here. That is terrible. He used the tiger and made himself known by the Wine. This is why Defo plays like this. It's like whatever, dude. Like this is terribly played by Gambit. That tiger fucks up this entire setup. And because of that, Defo has to like kind of re-peek, and they just do 0 for 2. Like that's about it.
Again, that's the sort of death ball round I was talking about on the back of that ultimate. And you see, actually, Nats was playing all the way back in spawn.
K-Knife? No, it wasn't K-Knife. It was the ultimate from Cruz. that this destroys them as well. It's really just, but I do really think that the choice of using the Tiger from the Wine is terrible, man.
I really like what X10 are doing.
I really do. Again, now they've swung back towards the other side of the map.
So in a high speed moment, you would say, "Oh, Defo is just stupid by playing like that." The reality is, he played the way he should have played just because Shadows sold the entire plant.
After showing slow presence towards that, have to keep me.
Target picks. Yeah, Nats, this is his.
And it feels bad for Nats. He still has a Spectre.
Like he can't get away from this.
Lol.
You have to.
It's funny to
Try
exploring parts of them.
Try and identify where players are, try and get a feel for it, see if they can bring that KO to the right place. Let's see what they do here. And aggression is the name of the game from Gambit. Look at this play up, 2 up short, 2 pushing through on A.
Good anti-flash setup by X10. Scary is the contingency plan here. Patty is just the bait.
Oh no, he's
Oh.
absolutely eating it from Scary.
But now they have the spike. Well, that's very unfortunate.
And Defo ain't stopping. He's going to try and push further forward. He takes the fight, he loses it. Foxy's there, and now Nats.
Nice try.
Oh, and it's the player you didn't want on the other side. He's giving you that KO.
Perform and kind of be unorthodox.
Okay, first time operator from Gambit because they couldn't string like rounds at all. So this is like very bad economically for them the entire game, and now the first time they saved it. Defo has also knives. Didn't he use them last round? He didn't. He bought a fucking interesting choice, and I don't like it. So I'm guessing that Defo's mindset is, this is eco round, I'm saving him for an operator next round, but they like, I really don't like this. Oh wait, he doesn't have knives now. Wait, never mind. I'm stupid. Never mind. I'm stupid. I ignore. Never mind.
Oh no,
never mind. It's okay. He didn't have the knives. He has the knives now. Okay, doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but it doesn't matter. It's just the right choice.
And those are the things that are actually the second positives to pull out of a roster like this.
Ooh, he gets fucked. And he didn't smoke over the arrow.
There's something in the air in this. There's something about it. These underdogs keep seeming to have their day, but they're not across the finish line just yet. They're tied up in maps, if that's the case. If they do manage to get the next 2. Let's see what Cruz has for us now.
This lands at Jenny or Heaven?
To counter Nats, and it is very much a...
Okay, so this lands at Heaven. They flash over here to like flash people here, 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 here. But it doesn't flash those corners, those close corners. So now Patty going in first after the drone doesn't have to clear those anyway because the drone cleared it. So this is...
The Albaron goes in and
but he goes straight into a trap. Oh. 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 But Nats popped it. Okay. Popped the cages so he can reposition. And now he has a clear angle on Jenny. This is a smart play by Nats.
At the moment, we see the Seekers come down as well, but it's still Cruz to find Shados. Nats is still standing and still alive, and this is why you do not go near Nats on this map. You avoid him at all costs. You do
and
not
he
take
still gets a headshot. What the fuck?
Can Foxy and Sushi Boys do something though to try and bring this back? Chronicle denies it, but where the hell has Sushi Boys just come from? Chronicle just thought about it. Though,
but Nats wins this round single-handedly by popping the Cypher cages and playing smart off angles. Oh, wait, fuck. Okay, again, 5-man, sorry, not again, but it's a 5-man push. The previous one was 4-man push. This one is a 5-man push. Patty of knives.
Run it down again and again. Can they break?
Stars on Heaven and Doorway, trap on the same place. Cypher cages on the same place. So they're exactly the same position for Nats like run before. They do an arrow. Did we see... KO is not using anything apart from his dagger on side. And this is what was missing the round before. This is what was missing the round before. Nats doesn't have any utility because he's being tagged by the dagger essentially. So they could have waited for that dagger to actually land, but Paddy's just like, whatever, dude. So he just kills him.
Tailor-made. We said it before, and Nats is going
Nats didn't even have the chance to pop the second Cypher cage.
Feeling this pressure. And Gambit need to have his back, and they are being removed one by one. Spike goes down, the ult gets popped, the tags come in, but they have not found a victim.
Have you done the VOD of Crew vs Fnatic? No, not yet.
Protocol did well last round. We need a bit of that magic, a little bit of that spice to come back out. Defo not finding the connection. I'm going to be honest, you might want to keep that up. You might need to back away. This might be 12 on the board.
There's a Bulldog and an operator. You can see already Redguard will submit in this round here. That's beautiful. Again, you're not used to having to see Gambit, you know, put a second layer behind Nats. There's
nice flash.
A requirement to have a contingency to Nats playing on a site, right?
Okay, well, Gambit saves. Match point.
Something.
5-man push again, and this time I wouldn't mind playing for orbs here. Like, you know, Cruz is 5 out of 7, but they have so much cash, they can just fuck all, right? They can just play 5-man push again here, and then next round use the push with Cruz and maybe even Fox's ult if he doesn't use it yet.
Map one, but a little bit of something to bring in here for map 2. 12-7. Map point now for X10. This could take us to a third. This is a quarterfinal.
Yeah? Why would Paddy peek before the Astro ult? That is just plain out weird. They both peeked. Cruz and Paddy peek before the Astro ult is being used. And Paddy loses his life.
This is a quarterfinal if you're just tuning in. And already playing ahead of it. That's a good little trade out. Cruz will take that every day of the week. There is still Nats and he's still here. Now he's been finding it.
Just an execute without any utility. They just went in. Sova has everything.
A little tougher to find some of that brilliance that he's known for because he has been shut down, pushed around.
And good luck. Good luck. This amount of utility just fucks him over, man.
Can he do anything? No. Sushi Boys dicing him up. It's down to a 4v3. The divide's still in place and the spike going down.
Now they drone from backside.
So many things to deal with there.
So hard, man. So how do you deal with the drone during a retake, man? It buys so much time. Jesus Christ.
As well, just a little ahead of the retake. No tags found.
Redguard taking the first few steps. The flash to the corner doesn't get much, so they know it's not going to be occupied. Defo going to start building into this. The late lurk up middle from Scary. Going to be the nightmare. Cruz on the back line. Detects them both. He knows what's coming in. He's going to shut down Defo. Scary.
Oh, and I mean, the ultimate here is like not really badly needed, but it helps. And it's 12-7 and it's 4v1. You just use it as whatever.
Oh my word! You talk of dreams of greatness. It starts with a blank canvas. X10 just got it. They've now opened up map 3.